Peace.
Peace. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy 2025, y'all.
We back.
We're back. All right. So we got another edition of BMore Sports Talk. I am your wonderful. We're the official podcast of the home team, where we give you the home team advantage each and every Monday, 7 o'clock. Thank y'all for tuning in. I am your wonderful and gracious and humble host, Stephen Jones, a.k.a. F.L.O. Express.
And you got Eric here with a sender icon.
All right, no doubt. So, first of all, happy 2025. How are you? And thank you so much for
2025.
Yes, indeed, for the wonderful drip that you have draped us with all over the scene. We got EVJR just doing their thing. They shining like how Lamar Jackson and how that Ravens offense looked when they just steamrolled over Pittsburgh. Saturday night at home in front of the bank.
Steamrolled
Beautiful, delicious W. They did it on both sides of the ball. Defense just had a little stumbling in the third quarter, but otherwise, they smacked the hell out of them for almost the entire game.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful thing to see. Goodbye, Quittsburgh. Better luck next season. They got a great coach, but they need to figure out what they're going to do at quarterback and defense and other things. But that's not our problem. We're on to the next.
Right.
We're traveling to Buffalo to face the Bills, a team that they demolished early in the regular season. This is before the defense figured out their personnel and their rotations. They were still struggling, but not that game. So it should be a pretty interesting matchup. It's probably one of the most compelling ones. We're gonna get into the playoffs in a bit, but I like what's going coming up ahead. Also, the Commanders. Shout out to the Commanders for finding a way last night.
I think that was the most entertaining game yesterday.
Yeah,
as far as competitiveness.
Out of the whole slate, and then we got a game going on tonight with the Vikings facing the Rams in Arizona. So that should be. We're gonna get into that as well. But what we saw last night with the Bucks and the Commanders, that was beautiful. So we'll get into that in a little bit. But congratulations to the Commanders for surviving and advancing.
Congrats.
Congrats to the Ravens Pro Bowl players, 9 Pro Bowl players that made it to the Pro Bowl, including Zay Flowers, their first ever wide receiver they drafted that made it to the Pro Bowl, almost 1,050 yards and 4 touchdowns. Wonderful. Maryland Terrapins won.
Terps, yep.
They won against UCLA, and then they have a game going on right now against Minnesota. They're in Minnesota. Right. Last I checked, they were trailing. It's a close one, but we'll see if they pull that up, get back to their winning ways.
Lady Terps won as well.
Yeah, they got back to their winning ways after that tough loss against USC, their first of the season. But the Lady Terps are rolling strong. Orioles got some new free agent acquisitions as well, so we'll dice into that a little bit as well. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for continuing to tune in. For those who are live, for those who will be catching the recording. So we got a lot to be excited about. We missed y'all last Monday, but we're gonna try to catch up and keep y'all abreast as best as we can. If y'all see, we kind of making some upgrades around here. You know what I'm saying? Tune in, BMorePod. This is the space. We're renting out studio space for those who are interested in using this wonderful space to for your broadcast podcast needs, man. Holla at us, man. We got the setup. So yeah, and check us out every Thursday as well. With the flagship show BMorePod, all on BMorePod's YouTube and Instagram. Catch us out every Thursday with Dennis, Joey, and Lene, and the wonderful guests that they have, as well as us. We're here every Monday. So yeah. Anything you got to say before we move on to the next segment?
Man, I'm excited, man. We haven't seen y'all since last year, and we back to give you that sports talk, entertainment, just trying to keep it live with y'all. BMorePod, that's what we do. So
we might have a guest in the building. Hopefully they're able to get pull through. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So how do you feel? I mean, I heard Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I heard the news today. Yeah, they let him go. They had to move on from him, which I think is a good move. I mean, I know the years he was with them, he did, obtain a winning record, but I just feel like the Cowboys need a younger coach. They need something different, just go in a different direction. A lot of the play calling was real questionable with him throughout the seasons, and I'm just glad they're moving on from him. Okay. I'm not mad about it at all.
I thought Jerry Jones was petty the way he denied Chicago chance to
Right.
speak with him before the end of
Right.
the
Like,
contract.
nah, we're gonna get rid of you first.
Because I thought that was a move. Like, okay, maybe they're gonna keep McCarthy because they don't want him talking to anybody else. But then they just let him walk
Jones
out the
be
door.
doing some cruddy stuff, like how he did Rush, like played Trey Lance that last game, and Rush could have got a bag off of playing. You know what I mean? He shorted his pockets. You know, Lance ain't played all season, and then you throw him in the last game where if Rush would have got some stats. You know how like the incentives.
Yeah. Player
Rush
incentives.
was due to get something.
Damn,
I think it was like $500K if I'm not mistaken. But
That's
anyway, they shorted his pockets
to a billionaire.
still,
come
though.
on, Jerry, break bread,
Right,
bruh.
right.
Like, come on. Anyways, we got some very interesting topics to get into. So I want to move on to our sports history segment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull up. I have some notes, but it's some more stuff that I pulled up as well. That was like, wow. January 13th was quite an eventful day in sports.
I see.
So let me see. The third ever NBA All-Star game was played on 1953, January 13th. The 7th NFL Pro Bowl, Chamberlain scored 73 in 1962. January 13th, 1962, Wilt Chamberlain scored 73 points in a Warriors 135-117 win over the Chicago Packers. Now, it's interesting numerology. In 1963, January 13th, the 13th NFL Pro Bowl.
Wow.
And Jim Brown was co-MVP. The Eastern Conference beat the Western Conference 30-20 at the L.A. Memorial Coliseum. And Eugene Lipscomb was the other MVP of the Pittsburgh Steelers, defensive tackle. Let's see here. Let me see. And then the 15th ever NBA All-Star game was played on this date in 1965. All right, so yeah, the more interesting stuff.
Did you mention MJ yet?
No, I was getting to. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I wanted to build it up. All right. Yeah. We want to give a salute to Hank Aaron and Frank Robinson on this date in 1982, January 13th, 1982. Hank Aaron and Frank Robinson were both elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Wow,
that is ascending to icon status for both of them. So I salute excellence there.
Salute to them.
There was a boxing ban due to Muhammad Ali's deteriorating physical health condition. In 1983, McEnroe retained his tennis title. Gretzky scored 400 in 85. All right. Oh, okay. So here's some juicy drama. In 1994, January 13th, 1994, Tanya Harding, figure skater, Tanya Harding's bodyguards, Sean Eric Eckert and Derek Bryan Smith, were arrested and charged with conspiracy in the attack of figure skater Nancy Kerrigan. For those who were born before the 2000s, this was a very highly talked about. It was a viral subject in the 90s when Nancy Kerrigan apparently hired her bodyguards, her goons, to do some damage to Nancy Kerrigan. She just didn't like the way she was doing her thing. Like, that was crazy. Like, how you just gonna hate on somebody? Like, it's one thing to hate on somebody from the sidelines, but then to actually try to take them out the game.
Come on now.
Because, like, you need to do better, Nancy Kerrigan. For the Nancy Kerrigans, before there was Karens, there was Nancy.
Nancy's, yeah.
The Nancys in the world needed to do better than they were doing back then, so... Anyway, so yes, all right, so here's better one. So in 1999, your boy and mine, Aquarius Kings, basketball superstar Michael Jordan announced his second retirement just prior to the lockout, the NBA lockout that they had. So he actually quit on time.
He did.
There wasn't going to be no basketball.
Right.
I don't know if the lockout might have happened because MJ wasn't coming back, or if MJ just had that intuition. He was like, I think I'm going to go ahead and chill. I got 6 rings. I'm going to chill.
Right.
And then it got crazy. It got weird after that. The players and the owners, they got fighting over money, but hey, it happens.
And he came back in 2001. Should have stayed. I think that kind of, I won't say mess up the legacy, but it just would have been greater if he just would have just stayed. You know what I mean?
It's like, I don't know what I could compare that to, but, you always want your last shot to be your best. Like, it was just glorious, that Game 6 NBA Finals. If that was the last shot he ever took, then that's you couldn't go out in a bigger, brighter blaze of glory. But he just, I don't know if it's because he loved the game so much or the rest of his life was so boring that, he just had to put his Nikes back on, his Jordans, and go back on the hardwood. But salute to Michael Jordan for I salute him as a basketball player. I know there's a lot of stories about him as a person that aren't necessarily best. We don't get into that. We're just going to salute Michael Jordan's legacy as a basketball player because hands down one of the best. No debate about that. 2001, January 13th, the Atlanta Hawks, they retired Dominique Wilkins, number 21, in a pregame ceremony at Phillips Arena. Joins Bob Pettit and Lou Hudson as the only Hawks to have their numbers retired. And then the following year, January 13th, Marty Schottenheimer was fired as the head coach of the then Washington Redskins after just one season. 22 years later, things have changed. But yeah, Schottenheimer, that was pretty interesting. We'll get into that because that ties into a lot of dysfunction. Speaking of dysfunctional organizations, we'll get into that later this episode. Let's see here, and then let me see. Orlando Magic had a nice game in 2008. That was a blip. Messi scored 400 goals in 2019. His 400 goals in 2020. Two things happened. Well, the college football championship. LSU beat Clemson 42-15 in 2020 in the National Football Chip at the New Orleans Superdome. So I know it's jumping in Louisiana that year.
Yeah.
And then also same year, same day, not so happy news for Astros fans because their general manager and their manager AJ Hinch and general manager Jeff Luhnow were fired by team owner Jim Crane for their roles in the sign-stealing scandal after MLB suspended them for 1 year. So, yeah, disgraceful stuff.
Damn, that is disgraceful.
Yeah. Yep. Not the first time. Probably won't be the last time you'll find cheating in baseball. They say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But, so, yeah, that was our On This Day in Sports moment brought to you by EBJR.
Sense Icon.
Where we elevate,
believe,
and we just rise. Flap the wings, y'all. All right, so. Woo! Did you want? All right, so I was prepared. Did you want to?
Scoops on the hoops.
Yeah, you ready to give us the
scoops on the hoops?
Yeah, the scoops on the hoops with our man Eric.
I'm your NBA insider. I'm here to give y'all scoops on the hoops. Before I get to that, though, I would like to send prayers out to all the people out in California, with the wildfires.
We're gonna get to that.
No, well, the reason I am because it's impacted the NBA. Like,
oh, that's true.
The Lakers have missed 2 games. Dang. Clippers missed a game. They're supposed to resume tonight with the game. So prayers go out to all those that lost everything and people who actually passed away. So prayers go out to them. But
definitely bigger than sports.
Yeah. The NBA, though, it's crazy right now. So the Cavs, they were the top team in the NBA. They were on a 12-game winning streak.
Back on it, man.
Pacers ended that last night.
The
well,
Pacers, man. Scrappy
Saturday.
They
beat them 108-93.
Okay.
So Pacers actually 5th right now. Top 5 teams, you got OKC.
Okay,
I'm sorry, you got Cleveland. You got OKC's number 2.
OKC's ridiculous.
Oh my God, they balling out right
now.
now.
They're on pace to really wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Boston's holding down that third spot. Houston has been playing real strong of late. They're 25-12. Their
coach is
in the 4th.
Butt munch, but otherwise, no, I'm not mad at Udoka, but he is a handful and a mouthful. But I mean, he knows how to coach though.
Yeah.
They say sometimes the best supervisors are the biggest.
Right.
What's.
Right.
But
and then you got the Knicks, which are doing great. They're sitting in 5th place at 26-14.
Shout out to the New York Nicoles, still on the rolls.
Yep. So trade deadline is February 6th. There's been a lot of stuff buzzing. Jimmy Butler,
drama, man.
You know what's crazy? They're actually linking him to Golden State.
Golden State? I thought
Memphis.
I heard
5 teams.
I heard Phoenix was in the mix.
Well, Phoenix is in the mix, but they saying the top teams are Golden State, the Memphis Grizzlies, Dallas Mavericks, Denver Nuggets, and then the New York Knicks. So he's saying, he want to get his joy back. He not, loving the game. It's basically just kind of force his way out of there.
From what I understand, it sounds like he's trying to squeeze more money out of the
his
rest
stats
of his
aren't bad. He's averaging 17 points, 5 rebounds,
I think
4 assists.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you good. No, I was just saying his average. He's actually shooting a little over 55%. So stats aren't too bad.
Still got some juice in the tank. Father Time is undefeated. I think he knows that no athlete has ever been able to, defy the laws of time and mortality.
Right.
So I'm sure he understands that his window in terms of, production is, he's closer to the end of his career than the beginning of it. So at this
Yeah.
point, you definitely want to get the most out of it to secure a financial future. It's just the way you go about it. I don't know.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna let that man, go about his business. Best of luck to Jimmy Butler and whatever team he ends up playing for.
Right.
By the end of the season. But let's see.
LiAngelo Ball, he's been rapping lately. He actually signed a $13 million deal with Def Jam, which is surprising. He got this song called Tweaker, and it's been doing serious numbers.
Okay.
It's at like over 1 million streams, like 1,398,000 streams. So LiAngelo, yeah. So
Shout out to LiAngelo.
yeah. So they say
Never heard of him.
8 of that 13 is guaranteed. But I just thought that was kind of funny because like he's actually doing numbers with this song. It's crazy.
It's I'm gonna just say a shout out to LiAngelo Ball. I'm not mad at what this generation is doing.
Mhm.
My only criticism is anybody can do it. Like what y'all doing is not special compared to generations before y'all. I haven't heard the song though, so let me fall back on that because if I listen to it and I'm actually impressed, there are a lot of young, talented artists that are representing the times now. So I'm not want to take that away. It's just there are a lot of artists that are finding success that aren't really doing anything special on the creative aspect. But hey, knowing the right people, having the right connections, having the drive and the motivation to shine and believe in yourself, whatever it is that you want to do, it's legal money. You creating jobs. I ain't knocking y'all hustle. It's just a lot of y'all ain't doing nothing special. That's all. But shout out to LiAngelo Hall. Do your thing and hey, any way these young boys can get legal money and spread the wealth.
Yeah. A lot of these NBA players like are into rap. They look up the rappers and the whole image. They just
Kobe and Allen.
They want to do
ventured
it.
into it. Chris Webber also.
Shaq.
Shaq. Oh yeah. Well now Shaq. At least Shaq is the only one that had a rap career with a actual resume that was worth mentioning. Like he did joints with Big. He had albums. But anyways, we could talk about that another time.
Yeah. Some more news in the NBA. Anthony Edwards was fined Saturday $50K for obscene gestures towards a ref. This is one thing I've been saying. The NBA is getting a little too soft with certain stuff because a lot of this stuff is just kind of ridiculous. I mean, they say he flexed on a ref or whatever.
Wow.
Even the commentators is like, I didn't see much there. So I feel like they're getting a little overboard with these texts and stuff and fines. But that's been the 5th time he's been fined, and his total, he's up to $285K in fines. He's an emotional player.
I see this, right? Okay.
He's an emotional player. He's always doing his little gestures and stuff like that.
Right.
You just love a game.
Right. And he's good for the sport. I mean, he's one of the premier players. He's bringing star power to the game. And the refs have a way of trying to make their way bigger than the game sometimes. And when you said obscene gestures, in my mind, I immediately was like, he did a 1-finger salute.
Yeah.
Like flex like this is a fine. Are you kidding me?
I didn't even see that. I think it was just like a 2-hand.
Or just like this. Yeah. Like, oh, come on. Y'all need to relax.
It wasn't much.
Adam, sit down. Adam, have a seat. Okay, so the Jazz pulled out a tough one against the Nets, although nobody really cares about that. Suns beat the Hornets. Yeah, Celtics are doing their thing.
Yep.
Magic got back to their winning ways. Yeah, the Thunder stomped the Wizards. The Kings have kind of gotten they've been back on the roll since they let go of Mike Brown. Nuggets topped the Mavericks. Mavericks look like they could be a factor in the Western Conference. Western Conference is pretty wide open,
especially with picking up Klay Thompson.
Oh that's a nice year because that's depth, and experience too that they need. So because you need at least 3, to really be able to make a push in the playoffs. If you don't have at least 3 legit starters that are a bucket that can give you consistent offense, then you're kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage when you come across the more elite competition later in the season. So that's that.
Yeah, we got the Lakers and the Spurs playing again. They had time off from like the wildfires, so the Lakers playing the Spurs tonight.
Okay.
Yep. That should be interesting.
Spurs are actually red. They could get back to 500.
18 and 19, yeah. And then LA playing, if I'm not mistaken.
The Clippers? Yeah, the Clippers there. They host the Heat at 10:30. Yeah. So, that should be a good one. Rockets, Grizzlies, the 2 of the best in the West. That should be a scrappy one. Grizzlies, I like the way they play. Like they it's like they some goons. They got some real Negoose energy with that. Warriors should stomp the Raptors. They look like they're tanking this year. And Pistons Knicks, that just seems they seem to play like every other night. Pistons Knicks, but
Right.
but yeah, should be a good one though. Cade Cunningham versus Jalen Brunson. So this should be a good matchup there. Some pretty decent games there as well. And then the Terps are actually playing right now against Minnesota. We can give you an update.
Good
Minnesota
one.
is up 35-32 on Maryland at halftime. So let's see here. Any notable?
UConn beat Georgetown
Okay.
yesterday. UConn's 13-4, and Georgetown was let's see, 12-4. Yeah,
Okay.
beat them 68-60. Caravan dropped 19 ball. Solo ball. His name's Solo.
Solo.
Yeah, Solo had 15. Shout
Word.
out to the Lady Huskies. They 15-2. They beat Georgetown
Word.
73-55. Rudd had 21. Strong with 16, and Shade had 12. So Lady Huskies been balling too. Shout out to them, and shout out to the Lady Terps as well.
Okay, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. And the Lady Terps as well been doing their thing.
Yeah, they beat Wisconsin. They 15-1. They had 4 players in double figures last game. Sellers had 21. McDaniel balled out with 21. Smichael had 18, and Dulce had 15. So shout out to them. They've been putting up some numbers. That's
No
pretty
doubt.
much
So,
the scoops on the hoops.
no doubt. Appreciate it.
No
Appreciate it.
doubt.
So yeah, that's just another part of how we give you the home team advantage here at BMorePod. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to hit that button. Be sure to spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We got some awesome guests that we'll have lined up for you later this month and
Oh,
next
yeah.
month coming up. We wanted to give y'all a break because y'all got bogged down with the holiday madness and everything. But with the playoffs heating up, and we getting ready to get into that. The NFL playoffs, but the college football players too has definitely been something worth talking about.
Yeah.
We've had some very compelling matchups, some
Right.
very good games that came down to the wire in the semis.
Yeah.
In the quarters and the semis. Shout out to Notre Dame for finding a way against Penn State, pulling it out late, getting that clutch interception to get that field goal to pull ahead at the last minute of the game. Ohio State, they're trucking with the nation's strongest defense, and they got a bunch of playmakers on the other side of the ball. This should be a really strong, compelling matchup.
It's going to be a good championship
Yeah,
game.
Ohio State's favored, but, I feel like, I'll put it like this. Ohio State, in my opinion, and I'll let you talk, but Ohio State, in my opinion, they have the more talented team, and I think they're deeper. But I think Notre Dame is better coached. If Notre Dame get their run game going, they could really shorten the game up for Ohio State and really, make it more of a level playing field. Should be interesting.
Yeah, I definitely got to agree with you on that. I was literally going to say the same thing.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
they are definitely have the better coach. Ohio State is just, I don't know, just something about them. They just got this firepower, like the way they play. They're a tough team. But I think it's going to come down pretty close. I think it's going to be down to the wire game. Might come down to like a field goal or a touchdown.
Yeah, I know Notre Dame, they're going to play hard for their coach. And I know he's not going to make a whole lot of light out of it because I heard of some of the comments he said in a recent interview, but Marcus Freeman, head coach of the Fighting Irish, if he were to pull out the somewhat improbable but very epic upset for the win, he would be the first coach of African American descent to win a college football national championship. So I know he's playing that down, and I respect his stance on that because I think he said something. I don't know. I didn't get the exact audio, but just word was he kind of downplayed that, which I respect his stance on that. I don't think it has to be all about that, but we definitely want to give people their flowers whenever they're doing something and breaking new ground. And that's
right.
I think that's just something, that's just a win for people that look like us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't want to claim it or champion that cause, Deion Sanders is another example. Like I said, there are plenty of coaches in the college and the NFL ranks that are of color. I hate to use the word minority, but melanated folks and folks of color that are starting to excel and rise in the coaching ranks. And it's good. It's not just good for the competitive aspect, but for the mentoring and the investment in those young men and their college and NFL careers. It's nothing like having that father figure and that community leader aspect that you have in your locker room that you can come to, and that builds that culture and provides that example, sets that tone. And, that's an experience that you'll take with you for a lifetime. And you're cultivating a community of brotherhood when, you're a part of something like an organized football team, part of sports. Like, I mean, that's part of the bigger conversation at large, you know what I'm saying, that I appreciate. So I think when you see folks like us given the opportunities to make a difference in our communities on and off the field, everybody benefits from that. Everybody wins. That's home team right there. You feel me? So, I'm just going to get on my soapbox real quick, you feel me, before we move on to these playoffs. So, yeah, college is buzzing. The NCAA is well underway. Conference play is starting to really, take shape. For college basketball, and then for the NBA, you're starting to gear towards the halfway point. Trade deadline coming up, All-Star game coming up, and then after that, things are really going to start heating up for the playoff race.
Yeah.
So it's like things are starting to shell. Now you're starting to see the difference between the real contenders in the league, those who are fringe, or those who are already looking for playing for next year.
Yeah. Things are really starting to matter now.
Yeah, it is.
It is. The game's starting to matter.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like life. You start to see the the contenders from the pretenders, the real from the fake. Fake, as they say, fake thought real, fake thought fake was real until real walked in the room. So yeah. So with the NFL playoffs, so yeah, I mean, well, before I get to running my mouth, Eric, what were your takeaways from what you saw or heard, or what happened over what we got so far over NFL Wildcard Weekend? It's a lot of matchups, man. A lot of games.
Yeah. I expected the Ravens to play a strong game against the Steelers. I thought they showed out and just did their thing. I mean, it was really good to see them put in that work. That was really, really enjoyable. Henry had a great game.
186.
Yeah, Lamar, man, he's been on a mission. Telling you, ever since his mom.
I posted on on Instagram. 5-0 since his mama cussed him out.
Right.
Like, hey, that's shout out to Mama Jones, man. She doing it. She's the GOAT. Like she set him straight. But it's like, I appreciate that. Like it sometimes it's a community effort. Like the quarterback is the most scrutinized and glorified individual player in the sport, but it's a team effort. Like, Lamar will tell you, any winning quarterback will tell you that his individual success is a product of the team's success.
Yeah.
The coaches, the players, everyone else knowing their role, things like that. So, but I mean, that's an engine that don't go without Lamar. So, I mean, no doubt. But,
I thought the Eagles and Green Bay game would have been a little more competitive. What's the name? Throw a few interceptions. I really had Green Bay taking that game, but
there was Green Bay and Denver looked like some sexy picks for upsets, but I think with Jordan, I think the elbow was bothering him. Certainly in the first half, he started to get into a groove, but then when the offensive line started getting injuries, they just didn't have the manpower to stand up against the Eagles' ferocious defensive front. He was harassed all day and couldn't get on target. And then the receivers got hurt. They already lost Watson before the game.
Yeah.
And then Dubes hit his head and got the concussion, got knocked out. So they lost all their top three receivers before the end of that game. So, I mean, the offensive line was shorthanded. Receivers were shorthanded. I mean, if it wasn't for Josh Jacobs basically carrying the rest of that offense on his back, they wouldn't even had a chance to pull within. And, I mean, Hurts had a slow start as well coming off that injury. But, the Eagles' defense clamped down, and they were just able to ride Saquon Barkley on their way and just kind of follow the formula they have been all year. The Eagles have not always won pretty, but they know they have enough power. They know what they have to win, and they just kind of lean on their strengths, and they do a very good job of effectively doing that. So,
could I say something, though?
Yes, please.
Commanders, I mean, they haven't won since 2005, and a lot of y'all been in my DMs, hitting me up, talking all this trash. Like, I mean, I'm not hating on y'all, but y'all got the Lions coming up next, so I mean, it's not gonna be an easy one. And the thing with the Commanders, I watched a lot of games this season. A lot of games they barely won, like skin of their teeth, like field goals.
I think they had 11 games decided by a touchdown or less.
So I mean, if you try and win a Super Bowl, you gotta put up more points, and now you can't have these last second go ahead, hopeful field goals and stuff. I'm saying I'm not knocking it. I just don't see them getting past the Lions. I mean, the Lions had some time off. They got some people down, but they're just a tough pedigree. They just bring a different type of fight. So I think it's going to be a good game. But y'all stay out my DMs, talk about we go do this or that, and let's just wait and see.
Yeah, because we'll see. Now, I will say, I hate the word. I would like to play on the contrary to what you said. As far as now, I think what you said is valid about them playing so many close games, and that could definitely come back to bite them because you want to take advantage of early momentum and get off to a fast start and kind of hold them by the throat, step on their throat, so to speak, if any chance you can. But on the converse, because they've really overachieved and no one really expected them outside of perhaps Washington to get to this point. They've had so many close games that it's seasons. Such a young quarterback, a young team, so many new pieces, and a new. There we go. So yeah, just speaking of which, just to have a young guy come step up and play so many close games, pull it out. So speaking of which, we're gonna take. I'm gonna have
this might be a Commander fan right here.
Might have someone stepping in the building. We coming to the door. Hold up. 1 second.
Bear with us. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Got the drinkware dropping this month. Got the mugs and the drinkware dropping this week. So, you get the coffee, the tea, whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? So that'll be available on my site later on this month, along with the drip that you see behind me. So stay tuned. Got a lot of stuff going on top of this year and the rest of the year. So I'm excited to show y'all what I've been working on. Got a lot of new ideas, a lot of cool stuff that I'm doing. So stay tuned.
Thank you for this commercial break brought to you by Ascend to Icon, EVJR.
We elevate, believe, and just rise.
So yeah, so I think those close games might come in handy, just like how they did last night.
Yeah.
To prepare them for maybe another tough matchup, because I do feel like I don't expect them to win, but they have enough talent to make this more of a fight than a lot of people think. Like the Lions have been vulnerable on defense. Goff is not above. He's not. He's had some some sloppy games, giving the ball away. So if that's something that they can take advantage of whenever they're able to find those or create those opportunities to force mistakes and just lean on their strengths, it could be a tough battle. It could be a pretty good matchup. I can see this being see that being competitive, like kind of like what we wanted to see from Green Bay and Philadelphia.
I think it might start off competitive, but I just feel like Lions gonna run away with it.
Yeah, I mean, if Jamar Gibbs is gonna be out. Problem
Montgomery,
they got Montgomery back? Because I know he was hurt.
I think he might be back. We'll have to check.
Even if not, Gibbs.
Amon-Ra Brown. You know what I'm saying?
And
it's a lot of monsters.
He's definitely one of the best in the league. I mean, and just conversely, Goff he was in the MVP conversation for quite a stretch of the season. So I mean, they definitely have a lot of pieces in place to win, and I feel like them having more season experience from the last couple years and just the focus. I think they have a lot of the shoot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to a real compelling matchup.
Okay.
I got Lions taking it though. I know we'll do predictions later, but
we definitely will. And then also as they say, Black Monday. I hate the word because because of the connotation. But a lot of coaches got fired. A lot of teams looking for new coaches and some GMs. Definitely a lot of drama going on. We just found out today about the situation with Dallas and Mike McCarthy. It looked like it was a kind of mutual parting of the ways. But Jacksonville. A lot of talk about firing Mike Tomlin. But go ahead. You was gonna say something.
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay. Which is funny. Now, all right. Well, let me ask you. Do you think the Steelers should fire Mike Tomlin? A lot of fans are fed up.
That's a really good question because I mean he's been with the organization for a long time, but this season, man, it was kind of atrocious for them to lose all those games like that, just back to back. But I mean, I think he's a great coach overall. I mean, he's been with them. He's put up some numbers, some accolades, but. It's a tough question. I mean, it's really no yes or no for me right now. I couldn't really answer that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what I would say to that is that I don't think their coach is the problem. He's not the biggest problem. He may be part of the problem, but I don't think he's really what's holding the team back. They've never had a losing season with him. They really, talent-wise, all things considered, they don't even deserve to be in the playoffs. They didn't even deserve to be in the playoffs. They lost their last 4 games. They were a team that just so happened to get to the playoffs that had no business being there, and they just got ran over by a team that has much better, has actual Super Bowl aspirations, a real contender and things like that. But I mean, but I will say not winning a game in the playoffs since 2016, losing 5 times and each one by double digits. They're constantly outscored early in games, and they just kind of get pushed out of the way before it's over before it even really starts with them. So, for as much as Ravens fans have complained about Harbaugh and his failures and shortcomings as a coach in his career, you know what I'm saying? As much as they want to get on that, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's wrong, man? We ain't scripted or nothing, man. It's raw. What's up, y'all, man?
Hey,
what's going on?
Hey, happy 2025, brother.
Hey, man, hold on. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Hey, how you feeling, man? How you feeling over there?
Hey, look, man. I'm on cloud 9, man. Hey,
Shout
Commander
out to
fans, how
Kenny
y'all feeling? Baltimore Ravens, how y'all feeling, man? Because y'all looking
man.
sweet, too.
Yeah, bro. We feeling
Y'all
pretty.
looking sweet, too, man.
MV3.
It's playoff season, but hey, you know what?
Y'all see it, man. Y'all see it.
We might get our dream, yeah.
First team All Pro.
We might get with both me and you. Well, not him. Forget him.
Oh,
He's
no.
winning.
That's a little too much.
Hey, look.
No.
But guess what? I know you thinking it's far fetched, but it can happen. We're both in the playoffs. Everybody in the playoffs got a shot at the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Let's be clear on that.
Nah,
do you agree?
Wow.
I agree. When you in the playoffs, every team has a shot that's in it.
That's true.
But just when I look at the matchups and like the different teams and stuff like that, and I ain't hating. I mean, I'm happy for y'all. Y'all, Daniels and the team, they did their thing, but I just don't see y'all getting past Detroit. I don't see y'all getting past Detroit.
Nah,
we go see if you got the same energy next week if y'all lose.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, man, like I told everybody, man, we got to, hey, look, man. I told one Cowboy fan, not you, man, because, you know what I'm saying? My followers, they love you anyway, though. For some, I don't know why you're a Cowboy fan. But hey, I told one of my Cowboy people that be on me, I said, hey, we got to win for every bump on your face. Just remember that. So when y'all want to talk trash, we got to win 12 for every bump on your face. Count them. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, no, I'm just, hey,
now that's good for y'all, man. That's the first time y'all been over 500.
I'm
since
throwing
like
some shade too, though. So we, hey, bro, like my people, my Commander fans was mad. I was like, man, win, lose, or draw tomorrow. Like this was the day, that I was like, win, lose, or draw, man. We had a hell of a season. Yeah. What you talking about? They was about to fight me. I said, my bad. No, we gonna win. We gonna win anyway. I don't even know why I second guess, but I was just so happy. It wasn't that I was second guess. I was just so happy we hit 12 wins, bro, and they were some close wins, man.
They were.
And we got y'all at the end. We owed y'all one.
We broke even. Yeah,
we definitely owed y'all for real. Oh, real quick, I'm gonna let y'all want it, but
no, you good.
He said something about the crown. I want to tell y'all about this, man.
Yeah, go ahead, talk about
it. Hey,
man,
first of all, shout out to all my Commander fans, man. Hey, shout out to all my Commander fans down Tampa, man. Y'all held it down there. Y'all turned the whole Tampa. I saw burgundy and gold on the palm trees and everything, man. But this is a special shout out to my bro. What camera we on? What camera?
All of them.
All of them. Excuse me, my bad. But the one lit, he pointed to the one lit. Hey, shout out to the homie Road Warrior, man. Look, he made this crown for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to post it too, man. He actually, at one of the games, man, he handed it to me, you know what I'm saying, when we was at one of the games, man. It was real. It was a monumental moment for me, man. Hey, look, because guess what? He ain't had to do that, but he did, man. He basically solidified, because, I could call myself the home team king all day, man. Sure. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody else, you know what I'm saying, one of the realest, man, one of the biggest fans, the biggest of the biggest, shout out to the Road Warrior, man. Hey, look, it mean a lot, man. So that's why I got my new crown, man. And you know what I'm saying? Look, we probably going to make another one, but, man, but anyway.
Yeah, that's tough.
One love, but anyway.
No doubt. So, first rookie to win their first NFL road playoff start in their career since Russell Wilson did it.
Jay Dizzle, baby. He cold as ice. Y'all better recognize. Lamar. I'm just saying, Lamar. Hey, Lamar even gave him props.
Yeah. I mean, I like what he's doing. I had a thought before I came in the studio today. I was like, what if Allen Iverson could translate his skill set to a Pro Bowl level quarterback? Would it look something like what you're getting from Jaden Daniels?
Wow,
he's kind of got a role and an impact similar to what AI did. I mean,
yeah. I mean, hey, man, JD. I think, and you could compare him. I mean, we could, but he is on like he is on identity, man. Sure. Listen, man, I don't know if he knows something that we don't know, or he just that legit. But he is cold as ice, man. No rookie, young. That's one of the hardest positions in sports.
Yeah.
You got quarterback and you got pitcher. And I mean, of course, but those are some of the hardest. I mean,
point guard.
And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, like, and that's a tough position, man.
Yeah.
And he is cold. Like, I don't know what it. Like I said, I don't know if he knows something I don't know, or we don't know, or like I said, he's just that good, man. But the boy cold as ice, man. And I'm happy. We deserve it, man. Hey, look. When you stay down with your dogs, this is your reward. You hear me? We got a quarterback now.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it.
And it's like, shoot.
So hold on, y'all was talking about Cowboys, man. Hold on, I missed it, man. So he's out of here, right?
Yeah, it's a mutual agreement that they part ways. They want to start fresh.
I'm happy about it, man. They got to move in another direction, man. He old school. He had his time back in Green Bay.
Side note, on some DMV-ish, Michael Locksley did get interviewed by the Jets for their head coaching position.
Okay.
Maryland football coach. He got interviewed by the Dolphins a couple years ago. I just found out recently as well. So we'll see. I don't think he's leaving, but I think that might help boost his stock a little bit in terms of recruitment. You know, the fact that the NFL has given him some looks, just as a credit to his coaching. Coach Brown, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's cool.
Y'all know what it is.
Nah, bro, the fit looking tough, bro. Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my pops, man. That's a Christmas gift from my pops, man. Got me a command. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Pops,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
man.
I interrupted. My bad.
Good dad gang. So, yeah, just wanted to shout that out real quick. The Patriots hired Mike Vrabel and to succeed Gerard Mayo.
Okay.
And then a bunch of teams still looking for coaches and GMs and so on and so forth.
It's that time of the year, man.
Yeah.
You ain't performing, you got to get out of here, man.
Yeah, you got to poop or get off the pot.
That's what it is, you know. McCartney was looking scared of that game, man. He was looking scared. He knew after that game it was over.
You know,
he knew it.
He probably feels relieved now, too.
Yeah.
You know, he can start fresh.
He's been on the hot seat for a minute.
Because it's like, I mean, it was like you lived in a nice house with a pretty wife, but it wasn't a happy home.
I like that.
Yeah,
Eddie.
You know
You're
that
good
was,
stuff.
That was the situation. So he might go back to a shoebox apartment, but it's peace and quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, we was just talking about college football earlier about how things are leading up. So if Marcus Freeman wins the championship, he'd be the first African American head coach to win the college football national championship.
Hey, and that's amazing, man. Shout out to y'all. Got to keep a close eye on that.
I know he's downplaying it. He don't really play too much on the race or the color thing. You know, he ain't really because he's multiracial. I think he has a Asian background, Asian African American background. So we don't got to get into too much of that. But
doesn't matter. He's a coach.
Yeah, he's
doesn't matter.
He's great for the sport.
Doesn't matter.
Look, black men coaching is great for the sport. Shout out to Dion. Shout out to Eddie George. Shout out to Marcus Freeman. Shout out to James Franklin, even though he's an Aquarius too, but he's a pain in the rear. Can't win the big one, but shout out to James Franklin. Shout out to Mike Locksley. You know, coaches doing their thing in the sport. You know, as well. There's some other coaches as well that I could shout out, but let's see here. We do need to talk about Orioles baseball real quick. There were a few free agency signings as well that went down. They signed Charlie Morton he was a former pitcher for the Atlanta Braves for a 1-year, $15 million deal. They got another pitcher from Japan. He also signed a 1-year deal as well. And then they got Kittredge, the reliever.
Yeah, yep. And then Randy Contreras.
Yeah. Let me see. Yep. So, those weren't necessarily impact names that they signed, but they did want to add some players to at least give depth. They are talking about bringing back John Means as well. He's been injured often a lot, but when he's healthy, he's been very effective for the Orioles. So that could be someone that, if they bring back, could be another arm to add to their rotation down the stretch. Orioles are most likely going to be in the conversation for the playoffs next year, but for a team that's made the playoffs back-to-back years, the expectations set by not only their own performance, but by what the ownership and front office has promised to the fan base is they're expecting moves that are going to move the needle and put them over the top. And so far, they have not done that yet. When national media is starting to talk about the GM as a one-tool, manager, saying he's only one-dimensional, he only knows how to do one thing great. And as a general manager of baseball, it's a very multifaceted position. You're doing upper management of a billion-dollar franchise, of a corporate franchise. So there's a lot of pieces in place. You got to do more than just scout talent and develop. You got to know how to negotiate. You got to know how to understand your leverage. You got to be willing to use resources. You got to be not afraid to pull the trigger and make the move. You got to take your shot when you open and the bucket is there. The ball is in your hand. The shot clock is down. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, bruh.
Right.
So Elias is developing a reputation for being that guy that's scared to make the big move. He's very risk averse. So on one hand, that may not work. It may not, you may not, if you don't take that big risk, you can't lose per se. You can't get that much worse. But at the same time, you're gonna be passed by from the other teams that are willing to make more bold, aggressive moves. The Yankees are the Yankees. The Dodgers are still spending money. The Red Sox are wheeling and dealing as well. There have been plenty other teams that have made trades. The Diamondbacks got Burns. Like Santander's still out there for the taking. One of their best bats. And at this point, like I said, they can still negotiate that, and there's still time, and there still are some notable free agents available. But Verlander signed for the same amount of money that they got Charlie Morton for.
Yeah.
So it's just like if they're really serious, they have yet to show it, and things could really get really contentious if the Orioles front office doesn't do what's necessary for them to get that progress that they promised to the fan base, because it's put up or shut up time. For real. And the whole baseball league nation is watching to see what the Orioles are going to do to get over the hump, because whatever. It's like what the bleep. So there's that. They did get a couple guys, but we're still waiting for them to make some real moves that will actually have them looking like a real contender. But they still got time, so we'll see. The more they wait, the better it is for the players that they might be interested in signing. So, the longer they wait, the more they're able to get them at a team-friendly deal. But, they have the resources to spend. So they don't necessarily have to wait to get the guy.
Yeah.
If they think that the guy that they're looking at, there was rumors that they may be looking to trade for Luis Castillo from the Mariners.
Yeah, I heard that.
That could be a solid guy. He's not necessarily an ace, but he could give them some help at the top, near the top of their rotation. Because Grayson Rodriguez can't do it all by himself.
Right.
So
they got to make some more moves.
They do for the offense,
make a deep run,
and for the rotation. They definitely need help. They still need help. So getting guys to get depth, I think, helps, but they still need to get. They need to get one of those guys. They got some guys, but they need to get that guy. For their a pitcher that's that guy, and at least one veteran bat on offense that can be that guy for them as well. And I think they'll be in a much better position for next year if they can do that. And yep, so there's that. And then we got a game going on tonight as well.
Let's move on to these upcoming matchups. You got Vikings at Rams tonight.
Yeah,
it's going down at 8 o'clock.
So
Vikings at Rams.
Do you have a prediction?
Yeah, I got Minnesota. I think it's going to start off a close game, but I think Minnesota's going to pull away. I got Minnesota winning it 28-14.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we missed a lot, as far as the football was concerned. So, we had a lot to catch up on, and football has really dominated the sports world over the past, couple weeks, because we've had 10 college football playoff games. Wild card weekend just jumped off. So, if you don't like football, I don't know what to tell you. Go watch something else.
This is the best time of the year, man. It's playoff time.
You know what I'm saying?
People at the restaurants with their families, at the bars, people together watching game. It actually brings people together. This is that time of year where people it's football time.
Hey, man, y'all got rid of them pesky Pittsburgh Steelers y'all can't stand, right? And guess what? We kicked a field goal at the last minute again, like we always do. Hey, it's like this with my phone. I got to intervene, but guess what? I mean, chime in, so to speak. But, man, look. We're becoming it ain't even JD already becoming the comeback kid, but it's like we can be down by 10, 12, over 10 points. It don't matter. We could still in the game. If y'all don't get us out of that's becoming our identity on offense. Like, you got to get us out of there. You got to score like 20, 30, or like if you keep us around, we're going to win the game. That's it. Bottom line, you're just letting us win the game. So that was crazy. Tampa, hey, eat your hearts out, kids. Sorry about that, but guess what it is what it is.
Nervous with that field goal though, because that thing looked like it was.
Yeah, clank.
It's crazy, man. I'm gonna tell you, not as nervous as I've been over the years, because I've been, bro. Let me tell you something. In case y'all forgot, it's so much been going on, but y'all must have forgot. It started with the Hail Murray. It started with the Hail Mary.
Hail Maryland.
JD can do it. I don't care, bro. We down by
early in the season where
divine intervention.
that
Team
was
of destiny.
That's gonna go down like as one of the plays of the year.
he had
Oh,
all
yeah.
the time in the world to throw that
Guaranteed.
thing.
That's definitely SB worthy.
did. His leg, they had to compete.
Yeah,
they ain't get him.
now-
They could
now
have.
that
They
Hail
could have
Mary-
blitzed him. They ain't blitzed him.
Right. That Hail Mary that might compete with that Michael Pierce interception in the regular season finale against Cleveland.
That was mean. No, that was a mean joint though.
Yeah, that was crazy. Anyways,
That was a mean joint though, right
Maryland
there. But anyway.
down 41-44 against Minnesota. 14-49 left in the second half against Minnesota in the college basketball game.
How y'all
Just to
feel
give you a
about
quick-
the Texans and Chiefs matchup coming up?
You know what? I got something to say about that. Okay, I wanted to.
No, go ahead. Good. I was just
So,
breathing.
I think like Chiefs need to. Sandy said y'all won by luck. Shout out to Sandy. But
Queen Sandy.
Chiefs are in
Oh,
for a
Sandy.
reckoning. If they get to the Super Bowl this year, they will definitely have to earn it because the way the Texans played defense against the Chargers, they stomped a mud hole out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they got the two edge rushers with Anderson and Daniil Hunter, and then they got Stingley, all pro cornerback, and then they got Al-Shakir, the linebacker. He's a beast. He's an animal. Like they could really hurt
He
you
is.
on defense. And Stroud looks like he's starting to get back into a groove, get some confidence back. If he can find Collins,
Nico Collins.
yeah, that could open things up. And
Yeah.
then they got Joe Mixon and Damian Pierce.
They can mix it up.
Yeah, that's a decent backfield they have. They got some
Hey,
power there.
But let me tell y'all something. You
If they
know,
can keep the ball
I
away
got to
from
play devil's
Mahomes,
advocate.
and harass Mahomes, it could be a pretty interesting
Yeah,
matchup.
but you know the Chiefs are gonna smoke them.
I
can't
feel like
really
it's gonna be a
say.
close one, and they might logically. I think that it's gonna be a close one, and they pull it out. They're gonna find a way to win. They got that experience. You know, they just have that savvy. You know, that Reed Mahomes factor certainly. But I just feel like it's not gonna be a blowout. I don't think the Chiefs are gonna cover the spread. They're gonna really have to earn it this game, and that could be
Think so.
advantageous for Baltimore if they meet up in the AFC Championship game because the Texans beat them down, wear them down. And then the Ravens come in and just finish them off before they go to the Super Bowl and get that Lamarty.
I don't think the Chiefs are gonna lose this early. I think they're gonna lose. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. They might still hit the Super Bowl again this year, but I think if they're gonna get beat, they're gonna get beat in that championship game, that
Fair
AFC
enough.
championship
Fair
game.
enough.
But anyway, that's me though. We'll see. We're gonna
I think
see.
the Texans will
We're
cover
gonna see.
though.
I mean, you
Win
look
or
at the
lose.
record; they're 15-2. That don't mean nothing. Like from watching the games, it's like they almost lost to some of the worst teams in the NFL. Like I'm just not sold on them. Like Mahomes is having an okay season, but like they not as strong as they were previous years. So I could definitely see them losing. I'm not saying they're gonna lose in the first round, but I don't see them making it to the Super Bowl.
They got
Defense
chinks in their
has some
armor,
cracks.
definitely
Yeah,
now.
I was about to say.
They're not the dragon like it was like they was like back in the AFC, who's gonna slay the dragon of the AFC. They're not really. There's some chinks in their armor this year. And I mean, guess what? Everybody got their time, but the Chiefs been holding it down for a minute though, bro. So, but I don't know. But I think they're gonna lose. If they're gonna lose it this season, it's probably gonna be in the championship game. But hey, you never know. We'll see.
And let's move on to the Ravens and Bills. That's a pretty
Oh my
compelling
goodness,
matchup.
this
That's
is
a
huge.
6:30 Sunday.
This is
Sunday
big.
night game. Ravens at Bills. It's gonna be chilly. You know, Baltimore's used to playing in that type of weather, so I don't think that's a factor.
Yeah, it won't be. I don't think that's going to really make a difference unless it comes down to the kick game, deep passing game. What I will say is the Bills have not had to face the same level of competition that the Ravens have had regular season. The Ravens played against all of the teams that made the AFC playoffs, and I forget the record, but I think they lost to they fared well. They lost to the Chiefs. I think that was it. They stomped the Bills early in the regular season. I just think that the Bills defensively don't match up as well for how the Ravens are built on offense.
Yeah.
And if the Ravens can get things going with their pass rush, and clean things up in coverage, then they'll be able to slow Buffalo down enough to be able to pull away from this game.
And hopefully they get Zay Flowers back.
Yeah, and they found a way even without him. I mean, I think that having him there will just be another just add to that pick your poison situation. The Bills, like the way they got at the Steelers, they defeated them mentally just as much as they did physically. Trying to figure out what they're gonna do. By the time you do it, you're already getting smacked in the face a bunch of times. So, it's like they're gonna have a long day trying to, the only way the Ravens lose is if they beat themselves. So that's the way I see it.
Is Josh Allen ever gonna like win a Super Bowl? Like I kind of feel bad for dude, bro. I know, man. Shout out to Baltimore. I know y'all could care less, right? But
right.
man, it's Josh. Like I kind of been rooting for him. Like I think after that big, remember that KFC, like that. I mean KFC.
Thinking about that chicken.
I think I'm hungry, right? Skinny nigga try to eat. Hey, but look though. Kansas City Chiefs and the Bills, that game, that NFC, that was probably one of the most epic games in history. That's gonna go down like in history. Yeah. That like I thought that was their year. Yeah, and when they blew that, it was like, damn, like it's over for y'all. Like it reminded me of, you know, back in the day when they played the Giants back in the night when we won our first. Y'all won y'all. I mean, not first, but won the last one. Yeah. Like that, like they went those 4 years with Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly. Thurman Thomas, Reed, you know what I'm saying, Bruce, all them, and they couldn't make it. But anyway, but I don't know if they ever gonna. I definitely, I'm taking y'all for that. I'm taking y'all for that win though. But it's gonna be a close game too.
We still got 2 more. We got the Commanders at the Lions. That's a 8 o'clock matchup.
Saturday, I wonder why. I wonder why. Because it's prime time. Because we prime time, Slim. That's why. Not the Cowboys.
It's gonna be hard to hear, man.
Jay Dizzle, baby. Jay Dizzle.
He's gonna have to call some audibles or something.
Well, Ford Field, man. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. If y'all know y'all history, you know, and even when they had Barry Sanders back in the day in the playoffs, we always beat the Detroit Lions in the playoffs. We got their numbers in the playoffs. Now it's been a while.
Squad though,
but it's totally different squad. I respect them, man. They came up, man. Hey, look, any team that came up, like. When you was down, like, and they laughed at you, because guess what? I feel your pain. I'm a Commander fan, man. Hey, look.
Hey, if y'all win this,
when you stay down with your dogs, this your reward.
Scary team. They got shot. If y'all beat the Lions,
because I mean that's pretty much the top.
That's definitely showing me that y'all a real scary team. That y'all.
I mean, and we can beat them. And look, we can beat them, but it's gonna be.
Why do I hear haterade?
That's what the Bucks said. That's what Tampa Bay said too. Yeah, they said that too. Who thought we was gonna win 12 games? I'm just saying.
True, 12-5. Yeah.
All right. Hey, look, but it's gonna be a great game though. But but guess what? I'm ecstatic right now. It don't matter. We won 13 games, bro.
I mean, if I ain't win since 2005, I'll be on cloud 9 too.
Like this is crazy. You see the turnaround though? Did you see the turnaround? But yeah, we've been taking over, and shout out to my commander. We've been taking over like stadiums lately. Like really, like it hasn't been like this in a while. They was going crazy down Tampa Bay. They went crazy, man. I remember when they went to New Orleans, they turned Bourbon Street burgundy and gold. Hey man, shout out to my Commander fans, man. Hey, look, man, we was doing it, man, when they used to laugh at us. Look at us now.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm gone. That's all.
And then Eagles waiting on the winner of tonight's game to see who they're going to face. So, you know, they're tuned in, you know, waiting to watch some game tape on who they're going to play. So
that was a good game with the Eagles and them. That was a good one, too, man.
Packers.
I was hoping the Pack could. Yeah, man, y'all cheese heads. Y'all get on mine. There's a lot of cheese heads. Man, y'all ain't hold it down, man. What's up with y'all, man? Y'all supposed to beat the Eagles, man. I just want y'all to beat the Eagles, man. Get them out the way, man.
Yeah, I actually thought they were going to win that game. That turnover at the beginning of the game kind of set the pace for them.
Hey, that's the game changers, man.
Yeah, first play of the game.
Them
turnovers are game changers. Not only do you put your
through 2 picks.
Didn't help. Yeah,
those are game changers.
I mean, because otherwise it would have been right there. Had a chance to maybe we'll pull it out.
Hold on, I know y'all got y'all pads. I got to start bringing my pad out here now. But listen, before y'all do that, I got to talk about something before we go because I'm gonna see if y'all gonna bring it up. But I want to see if y'all gonna bring this up. I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in your system too. I want to know. We got to talk about this. At least if it's 2 minutes, we got to talk about this.
Okay.
But anyway, y'all go ahead. Back to y'all. Sorry.
All right. So
unless you want to talk about it right now, we can't talk about it right now, real quick. But I was gonna let y'all go through. But it's important. I'm telling like it's some BMore DC. I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. Ain't nobody been talking about it, but we gonna talk about it.
All right. Well, what I could do is we could do a score prediction for tonight's Monday night matchup, and then we can move on to our spotlight segment for the last couple minutes of the game, and we just kind of go over that before we wrap up.
Cool.
All right. So I would say for tonight, I just feel like the Rams are better equipped to, I know that the situation going on in LA is something to monitor, and that may have an impact on performance. But I just feel like them being more seasoned, better equipped on both sides of the ball. I just think they're more experienced for the moment, and I don't trust Sam Darnold. Like he's the way he played in Week 18 makes you wonder what version is going to show up. So I'm gonna say the Rams are gonna win. It's gonna be a tough one though. I'll say 24-17 Rams. My prediction.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with my prediction. I got the Vikings winning 28-14. Just think Jefferson's gonna have a big game.
Got a lot of faith in him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
they had a great season. I know they did struggle some of these last few games, but playoffs is a whole different animal. So
that's true.
We're gonna see.
I don't know, man. Minnesota. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take the Chargers for this one, man. I think I'm gonna take the Chargers, man. I'm gonna do 24-20. Well, excuse me, Chargers. Sorry, Rams. Back up.
Speaking of the Chargers,
don't judge me. Y'all better not judge me. Say something. Y'all ain't never made a mistake, and y'all ain't. The Rams 24-20.
Look,
over the Vikings.
That wasn't as embarrassing as how Chargers fans felt after their team showed up for that game or didn't show up for that game against Houston. But anyways, that's another time for another topic. So we're gonna wrap up with our BMore Sports Talk spotlights. We wanted to extra shout out. We want to send our prayers and our loving thoughts again to all the victims and the families that have been affected by the
prayers go out to them families. That's rough right there. Now that's rough, man.
Give an extra special shout out to all the courageous first responders that are responding to the fires. And
did you hear they said they cut back on the fire department back like in L.A. in like a year or two, like right before, like who we all the way on the other side, you know what I mean? Right. But like I said, our hearts go out to them on the West Coast, man, because we got peoples out there. We got love for the West Coast too, but that's crazy. But did you hear about that? What if that happened here? What if it was wildfires all over here? Like it's mild, so it's D.C. Like that would hit all of us, like the way they like. It's a big rate.
A lot of stuff down.
It's crazy, man. And then like talking about businesses, jobs, your houses, your homes, people losing their property. Just think if that happened to you. So man, prayers go out to them, man. Because I had to, when I'm looking at it on social media, I'm like, dang, because that's the first thing I think, dang, what if this shit happened? Because sometimes we get it twisted because it ain't happened to us. I only hear people talk about it out here, but it can happen.
It could.
I mean, more in Cali because you know how that is just what goes on out there. But anyway,
you're right. Also, I wanted to shout out to Mark Ryan of the Infinity Sports Network. Sir, have a seat. That's my have a seat today. Have a seat moment. It goes to Mark Ryan of the Infinity Sports Network. He was criticizing Lamar Jackson's playoff struggles during the first half of the Steelers game while they're engineering 3 touchdown drives. I was like, yo, your timing is off, bro. He was trashing Lamar. It'd be one thing to just say, his playoff record has his struggles, concerns about, are they going to be able to succeed? Because of how they've failed in the past, things like that. But, I mean, he was trashing Lamar, throwing him under the bus, saying he was basically holding the Ravens back in the playoffs and everything. And it was like, he just threw a touchdown.
Who the hell do you think you are talking about Lamar like that? Do you know Baltimore people, they're going to be on your ass. They're going to be on you, boy. You tripping. That's the last person you can talk about.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, it's cool. Lamar doesn't care. He's going for his
He said doesn't care.
He's all pro. He's all pro this year, and once he hoists if he's able to hoist the Lamarty this year,
it's almost worse than you talking about JD to a Commander fan. That's crazy.
That's gonna make Lamar go harder, man. He's about to just run over these.
he don't even hear it. He can't even hear him right
now. Lamar's trying to
get
a Super Bowl, man. That's all he worried about, man. As he should.
So that was those are those are my spotlights. If y'all have any shouts out. Before we wrap up, we about to
go ahead and get into what you said
you
should talk about.
So hold on. I'm wondering why y'all not talking about it. I'm upset, and I'm never upset with you guys. I got love for you guys. Why y'all ain't talking about this? We ain't talking about this.
What?
How do y'all feel about Tank and Roach getting canceled?
Oh no!
You knew I was gonna say what that. Did you know? Okay, he knew I was gonna say that. What's up with that? We was just getting revved up. What was that? Was that a publicity stunt or something?
Oh, man, I don't know.
I heard, but I thought it was a rumor. I didn't know. Is that confirmed?
We can talk about it on the next show because I don't really got everything straight. But I wanted to get y'all, you know what I'm saying. But ain't nobody really talking about. We talking about. We ain't talking. Big.
I mean, is it?
I heard something. It's okay. I heard something. I'll talk to you later. But it's okay. But y'all got to tell me what y'all know. I need some information because I'm getting ready for this fight. I was even thinking about making a little live from the field show. We was going to try to. And now it's like they canceled it. What's going on? How y'all feel about that? That's crazy.
Well, it looks like Tank is still training, so.
So they postponed it then. I just want to know.
Tank got a perm now. He looking like one of them kung fu movies.
But they officially said it was canceled though, right?
No,
hold on,
bro.
did you see the?
Oh no, bro, no.
Hey, like Superfly, bro. Hey, he can bring a Superfly back for real.
I can't be mad at it.
Tank, hey, man, you already know, man. So what, man?
I
Hey.
ain't gonna say nothing about Tank, man.
I don't care, man. He got a straight perm, man. He got like a, hey, man.
Man.
Look like
Hey.
he about to do a kung fu flick or something.
Hey, man, that's a, hey, Slim.
Hey, it's his hair. He do what he want, you know.
That was crazy, though. But, man, I mean, what happened with that? Then he cancels the fight. Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Anyway.
I have no
All right,
idea.
but look, I tell you, we'll get some more facts together. We gonna talk. I'll have some more. I'll chime in a little bit more. But I just wanted to know how y'all feel. You know,
Stay
y'all my
tuned.
Baltimore crew, so I wanted to feel how y'all felt about it. Do y'all care? We don't care. Tank, you know, and y'all ain't true. Roach. I mean, at the end of the day, man, for real, it was a bigger fight for people in my town more than y'all, for real, because y'all, you know what I'm saying. I don't know why. You know, I know Gurry wanted to fight him. Gurry Russell, but you know, Gurry kind of lost, and some things happened. So, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no point in Tank fighting him. It wasn't gonna be a good, you know, it wasn't gonna be a draw. So I guess Roach was a better draw. But anyway, we'll get back to that though, man. But I want to know what happened, man. If y'all know what happened, man, y'all chime in with us, man. Send us a message response. So y'all let me know. But when are they fighting again? Is it postponed? Is it completely canceled? What's happening?
Let us know if you have any updates. You know, for the home team, for our home team supporters. Catching us for the broadcast or catching us on the recording. You know, let us know if you have any updates about the Tank Roach fight being.
If not, we'll update y'all. Don't worry about it.
Otherwise, we'll definitely be back. Same home team time, same home team channel. So we're getting ready to get up out of here. Any closing remarks before we go? I wanted to definitely, you know, give our supporters and our followers, all of our guests that have already been on the show. Shout out Awesome. Shout out Sarah. Shout out Kenny Mo, Home Team King.
Oh, thank you. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all haven't. Hey, look, hold on. What's this episode? What?
Shoot, episode. I want to say.
Come on, man. Come on, let's go, man. You
12.
12. Come on, man. We in the double digits now, man. Salute to y'all, man, for staying consistent, for keep rocking and rolling for real, man. Y'all already know, man. Hey, y'all, make sure. Hold on. Y'all gotta follow my bros. Y'all probably already got it, but I'm gonna send y'all my tag, man. Hey, look. Follow me on IG, the Home Team King, the THA Home Team King. You already know. And follow the show page, the Live from the Field show. And you already know, man, I'm collabing with BMorePod, collabing with Steven, collabing with my bro. Hey, look, man. So show some love, man. I guess what we're going to show that love back, man. And y'all already know their handles. If not, you know, hey.
No doubt. So, yeah.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in. We always love to give y'all a great show. I got some great stuff coming up this year, so y'all tap in.
Check out the
y'all
dripping, boss.
The
Hey,
sublimator
I
right
got cops
there.
something, man.
That's dropping in different colors this month. So been getting a lot of inquiries about that. So
Hold up,
got
you
the
got yours?
drinkware.
I ain't got mine. Hold on, I gotta get
the
mine.
drinkware,
Okay.
tumblers and everything dropping later this month. So
Got
follow
mugs.
me on IG. EBJR_brand. Follow me on there. I'm gonna have some updates of all the new stuff I'm dropping. This is gonna be a really, really big year, and we're catering to everybody. So
I like how
some
you.
of the stuff you see. So stay tuned. Love all y'all out there.
Hey, that's a commercial for 'em, the brand.
Yeah, I mean, you got people sip tea, coffee, water, like
No, that's
drinkware
dope,
use
bro.
every day. You
That's
can't go
dope,
wrong.
man. That's
So
dope, man.
I thought I'd bring
Monetize, that's
some
cool,
drinkware
man.
in the mix.
You gotta make some burgundy and gold stuff for me. I know you. I already know, but
I
I'm just
got
saying
you.
for me,
I
man. It's a
got you.
business, man. You know what I mean?
No, so again,
Check out the website as well.
Yes, ebjr.com.
EBJRbrand.com.
Yeah, ebjrbrand.
I already got some stuff on there now, but at the end of this month, I'm gonna have all types of stuff on there. So stay tuned.
EBJR brand, go get that, please, right now, right now. Hold on, what's your? How can we go online and?
Yeah, I got a website. Yeah.
Your website.
Yeah.
Leave them the website,
stuff,
bro.
This stuff dropping on the end of this month, so this stuff not out. I just wanted to, show what I'm.
You told the people the website.
Oh yeah.
Tell me.
EBJRbrand.com.
EBJRbrand.com.
We'll
okay.
put the link in the description for the
EBJRbrand.com, baby.
Link will be in the description for the video.
Got some new hats on there right now. Couple shirts and stuff like that. The winter stuff, just getting all the inventory right. I gotta make sure I cater to everybody from extra small to 4 or 5X. So I'm gonna have sizes for everybody. So
it's a lot of different walks of life.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, thank you for hooking up and helping out the community.
No
Looking
doubt.
good while doing good. So I want to thank y'all brothers again. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm your gracious host, Stephen Jones, aka the F.L.O Express. You can catch me on IG at THEFLO XPRESS Express without the E in front. F.L.O Flow without the W. The Flow Express on Instagram, and we'll be back with updates with what's going on in the world of sports next Monday. Be sure to tune in again. Like, share, subscribe to BMorePod on YouTube and IG, where you can catch us, the home team, every Monday, 7 p.m. And again, flagship show with BMorePod every Thursday at 7 p.m. right here at BMorePod Studios. So, yeah, we're the home team, give you the home team advantage. And we want to thank y'all for tuning in. The clock has hit 000s.
Shout out to Sound Queen Sandy.
Shout out to Sound Queen Sandy.
Sandy.
Shout out Dennis.
Looking sound.
Dennis, what up, boy?
Joey, shout out Lene, Henny, all y'all. We love y'all.
Yes, indeed. Thank y'all so much. So, yeah, beautiful. Tune in. There's nowhere else you should ever be on Mondays.
We excited, man. We back.
Yeah,
New year, we back. So
come back.
Let's go.
We'll see you next Monday.
See y'all. Peace.
Peace.